Hello everyone, it's Jakub Hajek from Traefik Labs. Today I would like to show you how to deploy Traefik Enterprise on Kubernetes. There are three available methods that you can use to deploy Traefik Enterprise, and I will go through all of them in details. Let's start. So the first step is to visit our website and to go to the Learn Traefik Enterprise, to the main documentation section, installing. And as you can see, there is a Kubernetes section, teectl, GitOps, and Helm chart. Let's start with the first one, which is teectl. So the first prerequisite is to download the latest version of teectl command line tool. So you can visit that link and download the CLI command that match your architecture of your workstation. So I already downloaded that file, teectl version. It's already downloaded. The version is 2.6.0, and this is important to remember that the version of teectl command needs to match your Traefik Enterprise components. So if you use 2.6.0, you need to download the same version of cluster components. Okay, so the teectl command is already deployed. So let's start with a teectl, the first method using teectl. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to execute teectl setup -- kubernetes, teectl setup -- kubernetes. Yeah, the bundle file has been created. It contains certificates needed to start a Traefik Enterprise controllers. Okay, fine. The another command is to use teectl setup and generate Kubernetes manifest with 3 controllers and 3 proxies. Let's start to do that. Okay, I added cluster name, which is default. I referred to the environment variable with my Traefik license. Let's start it. Okay, the file has been generated. Traefik EE manifest. Yep. Okay, so we are ready to apply it. As you can see, a lot of resources have been created: CRDs, namespace, service account, cluster role, and many other that are required to create cluster. Let me switch to the Traefik EE namespace, and let's wait a second once the cluster will be correctly created. It will take a couple of minutes. I will pause the video. Okay, the cluster seems to be created. As you can see, there are 3 controllers deployed, 1 plugin registry, and 3 proxies, 3 Traefik proxies. The name of the cluster is default. There are also other resources created. So let me check what has been created. So license and a token for service account. Traefik Enterprise also use load balancer type service, so it used the external IP from AWS, and that IP points to our cluster, and we will be able to create a test router to validate installation of our Traefik Enterprise. Before going further, we need to update static configuration. We need to add static configuration. So let me first check the nodes, teectl get nodes. As you can see, we have a similar output. We know which cluster is the leader because we have a cluster consisting of 3 nodes, so one of them has to be a leader. So the leader is controller 0. Now let's check if we have any static configuration. teectl get static config. Nope, there are no any configuration. Let's apply a new simple configuration. So I prepared the file static.yaml, which contains a couple of lines. So entry points, web and web secure, that refers to the HTTP and HTTPS, entry point web, ping entry point web, API, 2 providers, Kubernetes CRD and Kubernetes ingress, and optional metrics for Prometheus and certificate resolvers. We don't have to add it for our test purposes, but I just added them to show you more available options. So once we have a configuration in our static file, we need to apply to the cluster. And again, we will be using teectl command. teectl apply -- file and static.yaml. Yes, configuration has been correctly applied. Premium account is in use, and some specific comments. teectl get static configuration. Yeah, as you can see, our configuration is already applied with also some defaults added by cluster. So it's fine, it's good. Now what we can do, we can create ingress route with dashboard. So I already prepared a very simple file. So it's a ingress route object that will create that will be created in Traefik EE namespace. It will be using entry point web secure, and it will be pointing to the internal service API internal to present as a dashboard. Let me apply that rule, that object. Okay, the object has been created, and we should be able now visit the dashboard. Open HTTPS. And yeah, as you can see, the dashboard has been loaded. We have a cluster that consists of 7 components, 3 controllers, 3 proxies, and 1 plugin registry. Again, default controller 0 is already elected as the leader of our cluster. And we have some resources, default resources created. And yeah, as you can see, we have our dashboard that we are just opened using that URL.